Hi everyone, it's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a chair yoga video. Chair yoga is a really popular request for videos, so I wanted to come on and film one. If you want to be sitting in a chair for this class and you clicked on this video because it says chair yoga, grab a comfortable seat and make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Also, grab a yoga strap if you have one. You can use a belt, you can use a scarf, works really well. You can even use like a long sweater. If you have a, let's think, jump rope, or even one of those like TheraBands they give you at physical therapy, you could use one of those. I also wanted to say if you spend a lot of time sitting and you don't have any pain in your lower body or any trouble standing, you can do this whole sequence, feet a little farther apart, lengthening the hip flexors, making sure you're not arching, but letting the tailbone drop. So get yourself set up. Today's class is going to focus on opening the shoulder girdle and releasing tension through the shoulder joints. And that's why our strap is going to help us. First, putting your strap aside, let's just bring our fingertips and rest them on your shoulders and imagine your hands are really heavy. Take a big inhale in and exhale out, just feeling the shoulders drop. Good. Coming into our practice, we're going to inhale, bring the elbows to touch if you can, or towards touching. Up and exhale, open. So a couple shoulder rolls. Inhale and exhale. Drawing big circles with the elbow. Let's reverse. So inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward and down. One more. Just getting into our shoulder mobility. Great. Go ahead and grab your strap and bring it about shoulder, a little bit wider than shoulder distance. We're gonna just begin to activate the shoulder. So pull apart on the strap, imagining your hands could go farther out. Good, we're just gonna inhale the arms up and exhale them down. Inhale up. Tall spine. Try to keep the lower ribs knitting in. So we don't want to arch our back too much. And exhale down. Almost imagine you could breathe into the back of your ribs and exhale out. Good. This time we're going to lift up. Little side bend, pulling one hand and allowing the pull of this hand to bring the other arm with it. Should feel good. Inhale up and exhale other way. Two more, moving with breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend, keeping your hips grounded on the chair or your feet grounded if you're standing. Good. One more time up and release it down. Good. Just kind of roll the shoulders out a little bit. Good. And then we're going to widen our stance on the strap. So instead of having it pulled so taut, we're just going to loosen up on that grip. Careful, notice what the wrists are doing. We don't really want them to turn in or out too much. Try to keep them in line. And this time, I might need to go a little wider. We're going to try to go a little farther back. So we're going to inhale up. Exhale, try to open. Oh, I'm sliding a little more. So you might need to slide out a little bit more to get this open chest. Arms come down. Good. Inhale, up and back. And exhale down. So you might need to go really wide for this. We want to bring the arms back. So inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale, back and up. Exhale down. A couple more. You've got it. might get a little bit of a clicking, you might get a little pinching. If you feel really sharp pain, back off a little bit, but you might find there's a spot that it feels really tight, and you might just want to hang out. Maybe it's up here, maybe it's down a little more. Maybe we do a little shower towel side to side. Okay, let's take one more inhale up. And exhale, release. Good. Again, shake out the shoulders. Put your strap down. We'll come back to it at the very end of the sequence. Let's stretch the outer shoulders. So you might have felt the outer shoulders engage as we did that, which is good, but let's stretch it out. So inhale your arms wide. Exhale, just cross one arm over, and let's take this stretch here. Inhale to make space, breathe into the stretch. Exhale, pulling your arm a little closer. One more. And release. Good. Inhale, we're going to open back up. And exhale, other side. Pulling it in. Careful the shoulder isn't creeping up to the ear. See if you can relax it down. And breathe into those ribs. Notice how that affects the shoulder stretch. One more exhale. And release, open the arms wide. This time we're going to give ourselves a big hug, pressing one arm over. And see if you can, I like to kind of grab this part of my shoulders, not up here so much, but a little farther down. Relax the shoulders down. Let's just find some nice easy movement through the neck so we can tilt one ear, relax the chin down, and the other ear. I like to close my eyes, just kind of feel where you feel this in your neck. One more. Good. Cool. You can stay here in your shoulder hug, really feeling the shoulders drop down, or you can start to rotate the backs of the hands together, or wrap around one more time for the bind fronts of the palms together. Just 2 breaths here in eagle. Imagining that the elbows are pulling up, the shoulders are pulling down, and the forearms are pulling a little bit away from you. Really intense stretch. Good, let's release it. Awesome, notice how that feels. Then we're going to bring the other arm over for our hug. So just like an eagle, we want our shoulders down as much as possible, and our elbows are almost lifting up on the inhale. Adding in that nice, easy neck movement. Kind of go with your own intuition here. You might feel good to round forward a little bit or turn the chin. Good. Coming up through center, we're going to rotate the arms. So if you're just here, backs of the hands together, that's great. For some of us, this is really hard. You might come back into this stretch or just hang out in your hug. If you're hanging out in your hug, you might give yourself a little massage through there. But if this is really hard, you're not alone. It's kind of a pretzel shape in one of those weird yoga pretzel shapes, but it feels really good. One more breath wherever you are, and release it. Whew. Okay. We're going to do another stretch that's going to help us get ready for gomukasana arms. We just did eagle arms, so we're going to do a little yoga pose stretch, but let's warm up for it again. So left arm goes out, turn the thumb down, and bring it behind your back. Good, so your arm is rotating in. but careful the shoulder doesn't collapse too much. That's the opposition we want to get of the elbow turning up and the shoulder coming down. You're going to feel this stretch through here. Good. If you want, you can grab this opposite elbow. And we're just going to relax the right ear down, getting into the stretch, all the way connecting from our neck muscles down to the top of our shoulder, down to our arm. Let's take gentle movement in the chin. Make sure your jaw is nice and relaxed. You might wiggle it a little. One more breath. And slowly bring your head back up to center. Let's continue with this left arm, so shake it out. And then bring this arm up and over. We're going to bring the right hand to the left elbow and come into our nice tricep stretch. This is the stretch where we really tend to pop our ribs out. So try to find a little engagement in the core to avoid that. Your hand is sliding to behind your neck. One more breath. And release it. Good. Always coming back to that nice neutral spine. Let's do the right hand this time. So the right hand goes out. We turn the right thumb down. We bring that hand behind our back, so just like you're hiding something behind your back. This elbow is up, but the shoulder is down. So feel that opposition. This is the arm shape that we use when we try to get into these yoga binds, like Bird of Paradise, getting into that. So for me, it's really hard to just go straight into that in a yoga class. So this is really good to do if you're working up to that bind. Feel free to grab the left, elbow crease, and just drop the left ear down. Any movement through the chin. One side might be way tighter than the other, and that's totally normal. Coming back up to center. Good. This time the right arm goes up and the hand comes down. We bring the left hand to the right elbow, pulling that elbow back. And careful, again, the head doesn't drop down. Want to try to keep the head neutral and the ribs like re-engage in for a moment. Breathe into it. One more breath. And release. Okay. If you'd like, we're going to grab the strap and go into gomukasana, arms with the strap. You don't really need a long strap for this. Sometimes I like to use like a hair, like headband. So you might double it up, or you can just let it hang. What we're gonna do, let's start with the left arm, is we are going to, how should we get into this? You might just be careful with your strap. We're gonna just come into this tricep stretch position that we were in. The strap is hanging down. We want to turn the left thumb down like we did before and bring it behind our back, and we should be able to find our strap. And the thing that we want to do is slowly inch our hands closer and closer using our strap, because the full pose, we want our hands to clasp. If your hands can clasp already, you can ditch the strap, but for most of us, that's really intense on one or both shoulders. So we are going to try this out with the strap. See if you can just feel your spine nice and long. We're going to hold here for 3 breaths. Breathing 360 degrees in your rib cage. One more breath. and release it. Ooh, really intense. Let's bring the strap into the right hand now, and just bring the right arm up and let that strap dangle down. Left hand comes out, thumb facing down. So we actually want to grab the strap with our hand closer to our back and our strap farther away. Good, so this side might feel way different, that's fine. Using the strap, trying to inch your hands a little closer to each other. Once you find a good stretch here, make sure your ribs are knitting in, and we will hold for 3 deep breaths. Breathing 360 degrees into your rib cage, inhale in, exhaling out. 2 more. Last big, beautiful breath. And release. Good. Slowly let go of the strap. Those were some really intense shoulder stretches we did today. Let's just finish with some circles with the nose to really relieve any tension in the neck and upper shoulder. So just closing your eyes if you want, or looking around your room as you make big circles with your nose. If there is a spot that feels really tight, you can just go ahead and hang out there. Reversing the circle. If you haven't already, I might have already said that, but I just like to go back and forth, different directions. Good, and when you're ready, slowly bringing your head up to center. And notice how you feel. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you find a little relief in those shoulders, upper back, and neck, and that whatever stretches worked really well for you, that you really enjoyed, that you just come back to those and whenever you need to, whenever you're feeling that tightness. So thanks everyone.